Haha, thanks guys, let's try this again. I suppose I should start over, right? 3, 2, 1. What's up everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. Gran here, smoking it down live. Trying a new setup tonight, so had to reset up all of my settings and everything, and getting everything worked out. Hopefully you can hear me now. Let me know if you do, or if you don't. Alright, give me just a second. We're going to try it again. I got to change one thing in this new settings. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Let's see if this works a little better. I was getting an error notification on my end here. Like I said, I switched over to a different laptop. Hadn't just thought of this one. Been having trouble with the laptop that I've been using. The one that I switched over to is not one that I wanted to use because it's not as nice of a laptop, but it's a newer laptop, and so the specs on it were just a little bit better. So I thought I'd try it on this one, and got all the settings switched over. And YouTube was telling me I had one thing that I needed to switch. So I had to turn the stream off just for a second and add that keyframe interval in the settings, and back now. Hopefully everything sounds good. T. Ricky, what's up, man? Yeah, 861 subs. Where you been? Been missing you. It's good to see you again, my friend. How are you? And just here in the first few minutes, if you want to give me some feedback on how everything looks and sounds, that would be great. Been bouncing around to watch some old friends' streams this week. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Looks and sounds good. All right. That's good to hear. Takes a lot of work. I mean, when you got several programs going to run this thing, and all the settings, had to re-download everything on this other laptop. Get everything set up correctly, and still not sure it's all right. So this is gonna be a trial and error once again, but hopefully once I get all the settings down, it'll all be for the better. Alright, so who all is going for Gwenpool this week? Anybody? Looks like the stream is going okay, but YouTube's giving me a few notifications on some things that I can change. So let me write this down and I'll make those changes for next time. As long as the stream is going well right now, I won't bother with them. But if we start having some problems, I'll make those changes real quick. Alright. Trying to get used to Voodoo. Yeah, he takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of him, he's fairly easy to use and pretty effective. The boss 321, want to go for Gwenpool, don't have enough units or champs. Sorry about that, man. Hopefully you can get her from a crystal. What do you think the cutoff is? Really high. I hope it's not 6.8 million, but it would not surprise me if it were. Really made a few mistakes against this Groot here. Forget to account for his shorter stun time. Harder to get that heavy attack off with Ghost Rider. Just got a 4-star Hyperion from the 4-star Crystal yesterday. Congratulations! Is that Butch30? Is that how you pronounce your name? I think this is the first time I've seen you in the stream, so welcome. Glad you're here. T. Ricky, oh, you'll love this. Lay it on me, man. What's going on? 4-star Colossus from a 4-star Crystal yesterday. You hate him. I feel your pain, man. I do feel your pain. I got a 5-star Colossus from a 5-star Crystal this afternoon. Do you think the web challenge was easy? Yeah, relatively easy. Worked through the Spidey event, popped the Awakening Gem. Let me guess, T. Ricky, it was a tech. Or maybe a skill, so you don't have to go for Gwenpool. Easier than the last challenge. Yeah, I thought so too. Science. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed science. You got anybody to use that on? Pronounced like Booch. Ah, gotcha. I'll remember that. Now 2 5-star Science Awakening Gems and 2 4-star. Man, that's worse off than I am. I've got 2 Science 5-star and 2 Mutant 4-star. Not sure I'm gonna get Gwenpool this time around. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to grind out this weekend. I'm gonna try, but if I don't get her this weekend, then I'll be able to get her the second round. Hunting down an Awakening Gem for Voodoo. Good offer. Yeah, the boss, are you not going to be able to finish that the Spidey quest, or did you do it and not get the Mystic? Already have Quake, Hulk, and Captain World War II awakened and maxed. Yeah, not a whole lot of others that I really would... Yeah, I don't know. Could always use it on Abomination or Luke Cage. I kid. Hold on to it, because there's a good chance that Green Goblin or Doc Ock will be Science. They could be Tech, but would not be surprised at seeing them Science either. And then, of course, there's always rumor of Gladiator Hulk. Who knows what he's going to be. Who in the Science class is rank 5 worthy? Well, the three that The 3 that T. Ricky just mentioned, and then Hulk. Hulk is rank 5 worthy. I've got Hulk and Quake at rank 5. Just got my first 5 a month and a half ago, almost 3 of the tier 4 class for science. Okay, your first rank 5. I read that as your first 5-star, but you got your first rank 5. Nice. Did completion, didn't do exploration too hard. You can, if you haven't watched it yet, I have not watched the video. Ooh, I don't want to use those yet. I haven't watched the video, but Seaton did post a video using or beating the event with 3 stars. And I don't know if he just did 1 line to the boss or if he did the whole thing, but that might be something worth checking out for you to see how he did it, and maybe you can emulate what he's done. Don't know who you should rank up. Well, who are your options there, Booch? Yeah, I'm holding on to mine until after the Iceman and Ant-Man, or not Ant-Man, fighting Ant-Man. Holding on to mine until after the Iceman and Archangel arenas. Likelihood is that I'll try to get Archangel once and then use a gem on him, and then I'll get Iceman once, so I don't have to use a gem on the one that I've already got. It's going to be really funny. Guess which class I have? 12 T4CC, and also science, I'm guessing. You got you better use those then, man. That's 4 in the stash. Still need a Quake. And Agent Venom, first rank 5. He's not a bad rank 5. And he is good for that Spidey quest. Did you use him for that? Really struggling against this Rhino. Get the parry in. He just did 1 line. Okay, yeah. Masid Odom, what's up? Good morning to you, sir. How are you? And High Speed Pursuit, welcome to stream, man. Getting absurd. Man, I've been that way with tech, and I really wouldn't mind it if I had more tech champions to rank up now. I'm running out of options. I'm going to have to rank up a Iron Man version here pretty soon if I don't get my Star-Lord awakened. Hulk, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Red Hulk, might just wait for Quake. Yeah, I would not use an Awakening Gem on any of those. Miles and Red Hulk aren't worth the Awakening Gem. Stopped opening crystals after I pulled a full one. Yeah, I've been holding on to mine too just because of that issue. Even after I rank my Spider-Man 5-star to use the last one in the stash, I'm still at 8 catalysts for tech class and I think skill class. So I won't be opening any for a while. The good news is that at least for the skill, I know who I'm ranking. Gwenpool's going up as soon as I have the catalysts, the basic catalyst, whether she's awakened or not, because she will be awakened eventually. But should be awakened after this series of arena. You're right back. All right, boss. We'll see you in a bit. That's always good to do, T. Ricky. Save for the future. You going for Gwenpool? How much will be the cutoff? I am going for Gwenpool, but I don't know if I'm going for Gwenpool today or next week. I'm just now starting on it, and I don't know what my weekend is going to look like right now. So it may be next time. So I'm just going to do my best now, and if I get her now, I'll take it easy next week. If I don't get her, then I'll grind for her Monday. Cutoff, she's going to be high. She's going to be up there with the Voodoo, Mordo, Hyperion crowd. So if you want her, I would make plans to put up a high score. 6.5, 7 million area, I would guess. Jake DeLorme, what's up, man? Good to see you again. High speed. Sorry about that. How much were you off? My 5-star sim is just 20. I've only duped him one time. $3,000 shards away from a rank 5 Mystic. It's got to be a tough choice. Mordo, Guillotine, Immortal Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, all at rank 4. Out of those, I think your choice needs to be narrowed down, or I would recommend you narrow down that choice to Mordo or Ghost Rider, and then once you narrow that down, you determine, do you need offense or defense more? Mordo's still a very good defender for Alliance War. He's fun to play with for questing, but he's not the best. Ghost Rider, however, is top tier Alliance quest material. You were off Spider by 50 points. And high speed, man, you missed it by, what was the cutoff, like 16.9 or something like that? Man, sorry guys, that sucks. That really does. Using Sim and AQ. Yeah, once I get to a point where I have to use Cosmic Catalysts after Hyperion is ranked, then then he'll probably be going to rank 3. Mortal Iron Fist isn't the best. He's just for show. Right. Right. You know what I forgot to do? Since my lane is cleared, and I've got a lot of ground to cover, I'm going to switch up my masteries. Done in Alliance War, done in AQ for the night, so we're going to put up the arena grinding masteries and try to cover some ground quickly tonight. Yeah, if I get a Crossbones as a 5-star, I mean even as a 4-star, I could use him as a 4-star, but I'm really interested to try that Crossbones, Superior Iron Man, and Captain America team. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't want to do that. Sorry, guys. Check out what my my arena grinding, my masteries look like for arena grinding. All offense. This is similar to what I did for the Spidey quest. Yeah, it seems to be the way that works, Booch. You can open, you know, 1 million worth of battle chips or not battle chips. You can open a couple dozen of those Sigma Stones and just get nothing but shards, and then one day you open one and pull him. That's what I did for the 3-star anyway. I'm still waiting on the 4-star. Yeah, I like Iron Fist. I do. I always say he's the top, he's the best champion for a legend run, and that's true to an extent. I mean, Mortal Iron Fist is better because his attack is slightly higher, health is slightly higher. D King, what's up? Good to see you, man. Dimensional Merc. Oh, that's the name of the arena. All right, high speed. Take care of that, man. Yeah, Dimensional Merc is the name of the basic arena with Gwenpool. Alright, so this setup, I like it a whole lot for arena grinding. I'm going to lose a lot of health during these matches, but it really doesn't matter. I only have to win one fight, so even if I'm close to dead, as long as the fight is won, that's all that matters. And usually, once you get into the streak, you can finish most fights in about 10 to 12 hits. This one I'm going to lose already because that, that was just a plain mess up. That was silly. Did CJ move over to 4 Loki? Yeah, CJ's in 4 Loki as well now. Miles Morales, any idea on the cutoff? I don't see him going very high. As a matter of fact, this may be the first arena where the basic goes higher than the feature. Went for Iceman featured. Archangel didn't get them as a 5-star, saving up for the new Spider-Man. He seems to be really nice. I fought a Mordo in Alliance War today, and I've been having some good luck with Mordo. He's recently been really willing to throw his special attacks for me. But today, the one I fought, he just sat in the corner and turtled behind his shield, and I ended up taking a 3rd special, which is not terrible because unless they have a huge attack bonus on the node, Mordo's 3rd special doesn't do a lot of damage, so I still won the fight. But that made me think, you know, Yondu and now Spider-Man, it seems like Kabam is gearing a lot of these new champions specifically for Alliance War, because with his taunt, no more worrying about Mordo, right? In his power gain, just taunt and he'll throw that special attack, theoretically. Reunited and it feels so good. Ah, you're taking up Ristic's job now, quoting those lyrics. Looks like I need to switch to 4 stars. I usually do 3 stars through Fight 9, but starting to get the higher ranks here. Debating on how long to go tonight. The nice thing about the basic arena is you can, once you get on the streak, you can use 3 stars. So theoretically, I could be running this arena non-stop without rest and never run out of champions to run. So just, I was gonna say, I just said that. Now I've got the spinning wheel on the screen. Wouldn't that just be nice? Have an awakening gem. Don't know who to use it on. Black Panther or Electra. No way. Grinding for GP. Neither one of those. I wouldn't use it on either one of those, Mesite. Is it? It's a skill awakening gem. Just if you're not gonna grind for Gwenpool, then just hold on to it. Hold on to it until you pull her or another another champion that that you like. Stumbled on one of the Warbound guys the other day. Really? In the arena, I'm assuming. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine doing putting up that kind of score. I've only heard one time what that title went for. It was something like 36 million or something crazy. Yondu has power control. Is he worth a generic? That one I would be tempted on. I don't think I would use a generic on him, but if I had a tech, I would use it on Yondu. He is next to... Yikes. Next to Star-Lord, and now Spidey, I would say that he is one of the top candidates. This is going to be over. I took too many hits from her. But yes, he does have power control based on how many debuffs are applied to your opponent. Everything he does is about the debuffs. Mine is at rank 5, and he is unawakened. So yeah, he's definitely worth rank 5. I mean, you think of the tech class. I mean, you got Vision, Star-Lord, Ultron, Yondu, and now the Spidey. Those are the 5 that I would say if you can take them to rank 5, then I would do it. $500,000 plus account. Yeah, you got to have some nice 5 stars going. But I wonder, is that title available for the basic arena as well? Or is that just the feature? Just the feature. Is it listed on here? Yeah. It's got to have a nice nice roster of 5 stars to boost and keep refreshing. Well, I guess boost, you can't really boost those. Those were a special deal. Top guys outside of Labyrinth, Ultron, King Groot, Magic, Winter Soldier, all Sig 40. Right. I mean, that kind of, putting those kind of numbers up, that's got to require dropping some units. And probably a pretty good amount of them. Can't imagine the rest of the roster and the money. Yeah. Some guys do spend a lot of money on the game. It would be interesting. I mean, it wouldn't do anything for me, just out of curiosity, but just to see how much some of the top spenders do drop on the game. But you know, some of those MMXIV guys, they're going to spend the money that they need to stay on top. You know, and a guy like that getting the Warbound title, I would think. I mean, that's just another thing in the game that's possible to get, so they're going to do what it takes to get it. Just so that they can say that they've done everything. What was the team you were talking about? Sim, OG Cap, and Crossbones. Crossbones. It's a 3 critical rate synergies. It's one of the highest, if not the highest, single 3-man team for critical synergies. It's one of the highest, I should say. You can do there's like Scarlet Witch, was it Vision, and Phoenix is one. Scarlet Witch, Ultron, and I think it's Ultron, and Kang is another one. And then Crossbones, Sim, and OG Cap. James Chappelle, what's up? How are you? Good evening to you. Tell me more about Yondu. D King. Go look at my front page of the channel and look at Champion Spotlights. I've got a whole 25-minute video on Yondu. Everything that you want to know about Yondu is on there. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the damage output of those two, but he bypasses a lot of abilities because of his Yaka arrow. He can shut down power gain, as you've already noticed. He can shut down, if you're running the right mastery setup, he can shut down attack, he can shut down regeneration, and he's got that heal block on his first special. And so he is built for Alliance War. He can get around thorns, he can get around power gain, he can get around the huge damage output of special attacks, he can get through blocks, so just a lot going for him. So when I put him up there in the top 5 along with Ultron and Vision, I mean, they're not on the level of Spidey and Star-Lord for damage output either, but their utility is amazing. And that's kind of where Yondu is. OG Vision, yeah. I don't have him. I really need to save my units so that I can grab him next time he comes around. I see a lot of guys using OG Vision, and quite a few here in 4 Loki. And they bring him to Alliance War, and man, he just wrecks. Great. Scarlet Witch, not OG Vision. That's Vision, Age of Ultron, and Phoenix. Let me get that. I'll pull it up and show you. Well, no, I can't do that. He's in Alliance Quest. I'll show you the synergies here in Arena here in just a second. Just off work. Sounds good, man. Time for a break. Guess I need to rank him. Yeah, rank Yondu. He's good. How's 4 Loki treating you? I like it. Change the alliance to 4 Google or 4 YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, CJ and I we're still the new guys, so still settling in, but I really am liking the full alliance participation in events. OG Vision is AQ MVP. Yeah, he just he's one of the best, if not the best, for power control, and that's right now one of the most important things in the entire game. So, all right, so Scarlet Witch. Let's see, T. Ricky, you were asking about this. Scarlet Witch has critical rate with Phoenix. So put Phoenix on that team, that's 1. And then, oh no, I said that wrong. I'm thinking a double crit rate. Okay. I got my my teams mixed up. That's a double crit rate, so don't listen to me. Okay, yeah, and then Vision for Scarlet Witch. So, never mind. That's a double crit rate. Then you get a double crit rate for... there's a team with, I think it's Ultron, Scarlet Witch, and Kang. And then you can do Magneto, Wolverine. That's a double crit rate synergy, but with... let's see, have I used Crossbones already? No. So if I used Crossbones... So this may be the only three-way. Oh, I don't have Sim as a 4-star. That's kind of surprising. Did I miss him? I thought I did have him as a 4-star. Am I just overlooking him? Guess I don't. Alright, so there you've got crit rate with Cap, and crit rate with Sim. And so this is really good because obviously for most benefit for Crossbones because he thrives on critical hits. And so you've got the regen there, you've got the high block proficiency, and then you've got the damage output of Crossbones. OG Vision needs to be awakened. I think so, yeah. Someone needs to be here to make Gran look good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I posted his Song of Power when he joined. Didn't get a big reaction from it, but they'll learn. They'll learn. Yeah, he takes a little bit to ramp up the Furies, but once he gets past 3, he does a really nice job. And once he hits 6, defensive ability accuracy is completely shut down. Not yet, but they will. They shall. It's a busy night tonight for live streaming. Everybody's hopping in the Gwenpool arena. This is one popular chick here. Anybody else think it's crazy that the most, marginal Marvel characters, if I can call her that, are some of the most OP characters in the game? Vinnie Mac, what's up, man? How are you? Way far behind. Me too, man. We can be behind together. It's, I'm just getting started. So, yeah, still on Kang's team. So what is this, fight 13 or something like that? Voodoo was hardly even mentioned in the movie. Yeah, I don't remember Voodoo being mentioned in any movie, so that tells you something, I guess. I'm not even sure which movie you're talking about. Was he in Doctor Strange? Gran, have a 230,000 account. Can't pop those high numbers in arena. Is it me being lazy or don't have enough 4-star champs and so on? No, man. It's you've got to have one of three things. And the more of the three things that you have, obviously, the better. I mean, you've got to have a full roster that you can put up a good chunk in one round. You've got to have time to run that roster several times a day. And then if you don't have the time or the champs, then you've got to have the units to be refreshing your top champs repeatedly. So all of those are possibilities. And if you're short on the time or the champions just a little bit, then you can augment with units. But you know, even with units, I would think the time is the biggest issue, because if you don't have the champions and you got the units to refresh, you're still going to have to sit down, or maybe not sit down, but do whatever you do and spend the time in arena. But it's definitely hard. It's definitely time consuming. Grinding for Gwenpool work. There you go. Get paid to grind for Gwenpool. Oh, okay. I remembered a reference to the previous Sorcerer Supreme, but I didn't catch that was Voodoo. Nice. Right. I didn't. Crossbones, he was hard to miss in Civil War. He was easy to miss in the previous Avengers movie, though, because he was mentioned there. Just went by Brock or whatever his name is. These fights are going to go a lot faster once I get past Kang's team. Akmindo? Akmindo? Is that how you say that? For the Sorcerer Supreme? I'm gonna have to go watch it on Netflix again now. I think it was on Netflix. If it's still on there, I'll have to watch it again to check that. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Could you tell me GR life hacks, longer and shorter fights, what is best rotation for situations? It just depends on what you need. If you have a really long fight, so here's what I typically do, because yeah, I run them in Alliance Quest. My typical rotation is I will do a 5-hit combo with a light attack, which triggers a bleed. Then I'll do a 5-hit combo with a medium attack, which triggers a fury, and then I will use a first special, which triggers the Fate Seal, and then I will do a heavy attack to get the regeneration, and then I'll just throw on the special 2 if I ever get there for the power drain. In longer fights, where I know I'm up against like a boss, then I will do I'll do a 4-hit combo several times and back off until I get to the second special, if they're not all or nothing, and use that one first, and then I will use a first special, or probably like a 5-hit combo with a light attack and a first special to do the bleed, and then the Fate Seal, and then I will throw the Fury so that my attack is going to be higher longer, and I'm saving that regen if possible toward the end so that I can recover in those longer fights. But I try to put that Fury towards the end so that I'm at that higher attack rating longer. If I'm fighting Iron Man, like on day 5 in Alliance War, or I'm sorry, Alliance Quest, and if I hit an Iron Man, then I know he's going to have a ton of armor up, and I know he's going to get that that Arc Overload at the end. Very good chance. So in that case, I'll save his first special until last to make sure that he is Fate Sealed towards the end, and I'm not having to worry about all those armor ups. I'm not worried about him gaining back 80% of his health. So just determine in the fight what is going to be the most important for you. If you're running low on health and you go into a fight, then you save your heavy attack until towards the end so that you can regen longer. The only problem with that is if you take too long to get to that heavy attack, then you may have them down 70% health before you trigger it, and then you don't have enough health left on them to take advantage of the regen. So it's just, again, learning which one is going to be most beneficial to you, and then getting comfortable with when you can use them, and at what point in the fight they're going to do the most benefit for you. First Sorcerer Supreme. Did I say his name right, though? Missing words left and right, no harm, no foul. Yeah. Words are for losers. You lost me at 4-hit combo. Yes, CJ, he's tricky. He does definitely take some practice, but once you get the hang of him, he's top notch. Words are for losers, books are for nerds. I got a lot of books. But I'm used to being called a nerd too, so that's alright. My daughter reminds me quite often that I'm a nerd because I do this. And then I remind her that she cannot escape. She cannot escape her heritage, her patronage. Saw my crystal openings? Yeah, another severe disappointment, but I hope that you found it entertaining at least. I mean, the one good thing, that's another 20,000 points per round, you know, another 20,000 points per round in Arena. T. Ricky. Okay, I got to figure out where that came from, where that phrase came from. Somebody used to post that in my former Alliance quite a bit. I thought he had made it up, but since then, I've seen somebody else quote it, now you. So, clearly he didn't make it up, and he just let me believe that he did. Jerk. Man, I don't know. I would have gouged my eyes out probably. That's hyperbole, but I would have been very upset. Dupe my Groot. And then I got trolled on the 4-star too. It looked like it was going to stop on Archangel and then popped over one to Iron Patriot. It's like Iron Patriot, he's always the one. I mean, he's got to show up somewhere. And he's always put right next to a top-tier champion. That is no mistake, my friends. No mistake. Quickly becoming one of my favorite streamers. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. I really enjoy doing it. Not anything that I ever thought I would enjoy, but I guess I should have known I would have enjoyed. I enjoy public speaking. I've always been a performer. Grew up on stage, kind of in school, doing drama and choir. I was a choir nerd in high school. Vocal performance major for a while in college. So I enjoy being in front of people. But never saw myself doing the YouTube thing. The hardest part of this is just learning everything that's out there to actually do this well. As far as the content creation and editing videos and all of the different programs and apps that are available, there's a lot of stuff. It takes a lot of time to learn how to use all this. It's from Anchorman. Ah, I should watch that movie. I should make myself. I mean, you guys may hate me for this, but I'm really not a big Will Ferrell fan. I tend to avoid his movies. I don't know why, because I like stupid comedy like Adam Sandler, but just never really got into Will Ferrell stuff. Even though my wife and kids have to watch Elf every Christmas several times. 5-star Colossus duped. Let me tell you, when he's duped, he still sucks. Yeah, you didn't need to tell me that. You didn't need to tell me that. Due for a good pull. Man, I hope so. I hope so, but it's going to be a while. I mean, the only reason I was able to get one so quickly this time was event quests. I don't know. Completion starts Sunday. So we'll knock out Master Mode. That's a few there. I need to get back to 5.2. That's some there. If we do good and win some wars, then yeah. I mean, it'll get here. But I'm guessing probably another 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks for the next one. CJ, as I've said, politics. Yeah, there's a difference between performing or being in front of people and lying and yeah, having your life completely exposed. Yeah, politics is not for me. No, thank you. I don't like the whole the constant debate and tension, I guess, that goes along with a public platform like that. No, thank you. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. You've seen Anchorman only about 45-ish times. Only one Will Ferrell movie. It's I've got some movies like that. I mean, I used to be able to quote Billy Madison and Waterboy from start to finish. Tombstone, The Princess Bride. Which, that was a funny thing. I used to hear about this movie. I'm like, I'm not going to watch Princess Bride. Sounds like a chick flick. I'm not interested at all. And then you watch it, it's like one of the most quotable movies ever made. Talladega Nights. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I think what it was, I've since been corrected. I used to watch SNL quite a bit, and there was just one episode. It was probably 15 or 20 years ago. I don't even know. But there was an episode where a guy he had his car. It was called the Mercury Mistress, and so he's driving around in his car. He gets home, and then basically the Mercury Mistress serves as a replacement for your girlfriend or your wife, and shows a guy out there humping the back of his car. And I was like, that's just over the top. It's dumb. Not gonna watch this crap. And for some reason, I always associated that with Will Ferrell, and that was one of the reasons I thought I just didn't have a lot of respect for him. And for the longest time, that was the first association that I made. And then somebody a couple years ago said that wasn't Will Ferrell, that was so and so. And so I had to go look up the clip on YouTube, and yeah, they were right. I can't remember who it was now. But it was bad. It was just one of the dumbest SNL skits. I think that's probably the last time that I intentionally watched Saturday Night Live too. That's one sign that you're getting old, when you start seeing stuff like that and you say, yeah, not anymore. I'm gonna have to spend units, just steal from others. Get others to pay, contribute to my Odin fund. Something else I'm not good at, asking people for money, so. Inconceivable! Yeah. You keep using this word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Yeah, he's not dead. He's mostly dead. Andre the Giant was great in that movie. Really liked him there. Yeah, there we go. What have I started here? See, I haven't watched that in a while either. My daughter got into it. She's watched it over and over and over again over the last couple of years. She can probably quote it better than I can now, but yeah, the whole showdown between him and the guy. What is that? Never start a land war in Asia. Never cross a Sicilian when death is on the line. Oh yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was fun. That was back when Cary Elwes was actually making decent movies, right? Oh, whatever happened to him? Circumcision's half off. Yeah. Suppose I could be using boosts here, but I think I'll save the boosts and use them. If I do end up having to spend some units, I'll just throw the boost on with the units. Bad thing about this mastery setup, if somebody has limber maxed, then it's very difficult sometimes to counter those parries. You get parried a lot if you're not careful. What's up, Haitian refugee? There you go. I was a little bit shocked that your first comment was not your usual greeting. You've grown a nice set of boobs. Yeah, that and what's that? Oh, Monty Python and the Holy Grail was another one used to watch over and over again. You know what's really sad is I haven't got a chance to watch any of my favorite movies in quite some time. Primarily because I spend so much time playing this stupid game. They're just like, yeah. I'm not a witch, I'm not a witch. But she's dressed as one. Does a duck float in water? What else floats in water? Bread. Houses. Very small rocks. Or not a duck. Wood. Alright. Why does a witch burn? See, I'm messing up the quote because I haven't watched it in a long time. And now I'm going to die to Spider-Man. Ah! I got better. Yeah. How does it go? Man, it goes... Why do witches burn? 'Cause they're made of wood? Alright, let's see, what other movies can we talk about? "12 hits, there you go. That's better, that's more like it. Bad thing here is I just used most of my 3-star boosts and item use. Had to look it up, the Monty Python. How about how they are about to completely ruin Jumanji? Are they remaking that movie? What do you burn apart from witches? Wood. Yeah. Still looking for TV shows. We're still working on the one that we started. I think we got 1 season left. We got like 1 episode in season 3, and then there's 1 more season left. That's I think 14 episodes. So probably in about 2 weeks. We usually watch 1 episode a night, sometimes 2, but usually just 1 because. Been getting a late start with the summertime. Kids aren't going to bed quite as early. You liked the video? Took him to rank 4? Alright. Well, I'm glad that helped you out. I really wish I could awaken mine. He is going to be a lot better awakened. Just being able to double those debuffs. Did you see where like it almost eliminated Magic's limbo damage when he had like 8 debuffs on her? Every time she throws that first special, it doubles the number of debuffs and lowers her attack. Turn Washington's Spies is pretty good on AMC. Turn. Oh yeah, the show Turn. I liked that. I watched a couple episodes. My wife wasn't into it. She gets really picky on some of that stuff. That's right. T-Rick, you should have just go ahead and post the whole dialogue in the chat so I stop messing it up. What do you burn apart from witches? More witches! Yeah. Wait for a Class Awakening gem for him. Wait until they fix his ability, accuracy, L1 and L3. Yeah, they never did respond to me about that, and which makes me wonder. I still think it's broken. but either maybe they just described it incorrectly. I don't understand how it could just be a bad description when it says the opponent is not able to trigger their ability on their next special attack. That means that the people should not be gaining fury from their special attacks or precision. It looked like it might have worked on Juggernaut because at the time he was doing the double unstoppables and he only got one, but still not sure. Girlfriend's talking and watching Homeland. We enjoyed Homeland. Like that a lot. If she weighs the same as a duck, she's made of wood and therefore a witch. And that, my lord, is how we know the world to be, or the earth to be banana-shaped. Somebody needs to go into BG stream tonight and start quoting that, right? From Monty Python. Have over 100 boosts. I've been saving for Gwenpool. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. It was just a habit to pop open the crystals and throw them for item use. But had I thought about the Gwenpool arena starting today, I would have held on to him. Remake looks horrible. Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black. Dwayne Johnson sounds like that reminds me of, what is that? Something Journey to something Mountain or something like that. I didn't watch that either, but it seems like he's done something similar. L2 needs a buff. Also seems like it's only effective for those long drawn out fights. Right. But if you've got, if you're fighting a boss in Alliance War and you're fighting a magic that's throwing L1 like every combo, she's going to be reducing the damage that she's dealing to you from the limbo every time she throws it, and every time she throws it, your L2 gets stronger. So to build up like an insane amount, you'd have to have them throw 15 of them. So that's only going to happen in like Realm of Legends. I don't think he's a viable champion for Labyrinth necessarily, although he could be. He could be at least for like the X23 fight, because if the opponent is regenerating, when he throws that L1, he lands a 20-second heal block, which is a long time. Things that the crowd listed also float in water. Yeah, houses, bread, very small rocks, things like that. Oh, bread, apples, very small rocks, cider, grapes, grape gravy, cherries, and a duck. Yes. Who are you who are so wise in the ways of science? Look how long they took to fix Hyperion. He didn't have Cosmic Overcharge mode until a week ago. And yeah, and I didn't even notice it because I just recently got him. Journey to Witch Mountain, that's it. Thanks, James. Lost all respect for Ronk after his recent SNL skit. Well, I didn't see it because, like I said, I don't watch it anymore. I don't know if you were in the chat when I went on that little tirade again about the Mercury Mistress, but grinding for Gwenpool. Here it's around 8 million. Yeah, I'm going to go for her. I don't know if I'm going to make it this round. If I don't, I'll have to do it next round, but that's the plan. I need to awaken mine so I can get her to rank 5. She, unless I awaken Star-Lord, she will be my next rank up after my 5-star Spidey. Journey to the Mysterious Island. Yeah, they did make 2 of those. You're right. I didn't see either one of them. I just remember seeing the commercials or previews. I'll tell you what, I'm happy I switched computers here. Didn't get a new one, but I'm using a work computer that's it's a little bit newer than the one I've been using, but it's not as nice of a computer. But I guess the specs are a little better, and I really hate using it because it's a smaller screen and everything. But I'm impressed, even with the notifications on YouTube telling me my settings aren't quite right. It seems to me that the stream is a lot smoother. Not having the audio issues that I was having last night. So Looks like I found the new setup, and I'll just work on these settings before tomorrow. Used plenty of boosts. Yeah, Jonathan, I was just mentioning that. I used most of my 3-star boosts yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple days ago for the item use. But I've got full offensive setup, so we can just blow through these fights. Not even worry about synergies right now, just throwing 3 on and going. And I'll probably grind a little bit longer tonight than I usually do, just because I did get a late start. But I think we can get 2 million tonight. I think we're close to it. Maybe 1.8. We'll see where I'm at after the first round. I think I do have some 4-star boosts though, but I don't like using boosts, the 4-star boost, unless I'm using units. It just seems like a waste. Put 1.7 up today for 3-star Spidey. For this morning you did, before the series ended. That's a huge number to put up in the 3-star arena in one day. Really would love to get Iceman ranked. He's going to be a while. Mutant are actually one of the lowest cats I have, I think, right now. The lowest on Catalyst, I mean. Well, I know about how many fights I'm going to need, or how many rounds I'm going to need. So, like, when I did 6 million for Crossbones a long time ago, that took 220 fights, or 220 rounds. And that was with a whole lot fewer 4-stars and fewer 550s. So, I could probably hit what I need to hit in about 180 rounds. So that's 60 rounds a day. I can do that. Like I said, if I don't hit it this weekend, if the weekend gets away from me, then I can always do it next week. No, I'm not opening my AQ crystals. I gotta use at least, I've gotta use Science, Tech, and Skill Catalyst before I can open any Alliance Quest crystals. Or Map 6 crystals, anyway. Oh, yeah, hold on just a second. I'm asked if I have energy for Alliance Quest. Let me check over there. Oh, what do they need me for? Haha. So I had 1 energy, but actually I have none because I got to cover that node right there. Have another Science C4CC expiring. Dude, Rank Joe, fix it already. Just get it over with. Pull the Band-Aid off. Rip it off. Do it. Nemesis Crisis, what's up? Sorry about the tin can you got. Yeah, it's alright, man. It's alright. It's 20,000 points in arena per round, so I shouldn't complain too much. Oh, he didn't convert that one to a regen. Bad Venom Pool. Like, fix it. He's growing on me. I mean, he's not top tier, but he's not the piece of trash that I once thought he was. Maybe they, and mostly because of deep wounds, I think. Yeah, the bleeds. Deep wounds is just amazing for bleed champions. For most bleed champions, not for this stupid bleed champion. Black Panther Civil War. Hate that guy. And not really be. Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say not because he's terrible, but yeah, he's terrible. Matter of fact, he's gonna fight the 480. He should be better than he is. He should be more of an offensive champion instead of such a defensive champion. I don't like his build. Probably gonna go for Miles next round. 5-star shards to get with him. Yeah. If he's low, next round I will go for him too. And yeah, just for that reason, for the 5-star shards. And the ISO, right? I don't really need the ISO, but it is nice to have that full dupe. L2 stun. Yeah, I haven't been using his L2 too much, just because I've been trying to get him back up to those 6 or 7 bleeds on his L1 that I've seen a few times in AQ, or not AQ, in arena. Speaking of 7 bleeds, bye-bye. Yeah, just a low feature champion. It's easy. It's an easy 20 sig levels, and one pull closer to a max signature ability crystal, right? So no reason not to go for him if you got the time. If I don't want him, I can give it to you. Man, I wish we could trade champions. That would be nice. Joel Line did agree to trade his Ant-Man for my Groot, so I would take that in a heartbeat. And he said he would too, so yeah, that would be awesome. Who would I give you for your Star-Lord? I would give you my Star-Lord for your Star-Lord. Seems like a fair trade. Yeah, Nemesis had the same deal here too. Had more than a few that went for him. Had some made the cutoff and some that didn't, and just super close to the cutoff. And yeah, high speed too. Yeah, sorry. I still feel bad for you guys. So glad that I did not go for him. I would try to appease myself. Is that the right word? To comfort myself by reminding myself that I've got all of these battle chips now that I can get units and other fun stuff from. I just said that I reminded myself of Austin Powers because I keep saying myself, right? Allow myself to introduce myself. Family of 8 alliances. What alliance are you in, Nemesis? Send you 32 screenshots when my next 5-star is Star-Lord. I'm sure you will. Just for that, Luke Cage for you, buddy. Give you somebody to use those science catalysts on. Yeah, there was. With all those videos coming out and talk of him being another contender for Labyrinth and bypassing all or nothing nodes. Should have anticipated it. You know, everybody's saying this guy's better than Star-Lord. What? Better than Star-Lord? Yeah, you should have known everybody was going to be putting up some serious numbers. I mean, even more serious than the first time. It's just a little surprising because the Tier 4 Basic Arena was running. Yeah, a 5-star Star-Lord, almost dupe 5-star Magneto on last 5-star. Yeah, the only reason I would like Magneto Awakened would be because he would be on the Mutant Crit team. Wouldn't mind having him in Cyclops at rank 3. Is your Star-Lord Awakened? Disadvantage. Oh, yeah, the disadvantage. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Because they have, I don't remember what it's called, but there was a website that one of those guys did, right? I used to look at that website quite a bit early on in playing the game. Haven't been on there in a while. But I just remember seeing the disadvantaged family of alliances. Disadvantaged heroes and things like that. Disadvantaged villains. I think we might actually be battling a disadvantaged alliance in war right now. Ah, thanks, Ristic. I haven't said it. Mostly because I don't think anybody else has jumped in here. Got a low count tonight because we've got quite a bit. Joel, Arby, several others streaming tonight. So, but yeah, I should say it, huh? If you're just joining, drop a line in the chat. Say hello. Let us know you're here. How's that? Yeah, I see how it goes. Gonna swindle me out of my 5-star Star-Lord and awaken him so you can have 2. How about I'll give you 2 Science Awakening gems and you can give me the 1 Tech Awakening gem. Sounds like a good one. Joel and Brian Grant did an AW video against disadvantaged villains a few weeks ago, twice. Right, and we are fighting that same alliance again. Yeah, dheroes.com, right. Yep, that's the one I'm familiar with. Four-star Mutant Awakening gem this time, didn't get Science. I got a Mutant too. Who are you going to use it on, Ristic? Current war rating? Let me check. That very same alliance that Joel and Brian posted videos on last time. You're going to use it on T. Ricky? That sounds like a good choice. What is his awakened ability anyway? How do you get so many 4-star awakening gems? One of them came from the Spidey event. The other one that I have, well, the 5-star, I don't remember where the first one came from. Act 5.1, I think, 5.1. The second one came from one of the deals that I purchased a couple weeks ago. And then the other mutant 4-star awakening gem, I don't know where that one I can't remember where that one came from. I've been holding on to it for a while. Let's see. Yeah, war rating 24/58 right now, and disavenging, so not disadvantaged, disavenging. But they fought this one just a while back, 5 or 6 wars ago. I was thinking that was disadvantaged. Is that a disadvantaged alliance? Just a different name? Gonna save it if I get Archangel or Iceman. Yeah, I could use it on Iceman right now, but I'm gonna wait and see if I can get him in Arena one time. And then I'll definitely use one on Archangel, because I don't think I won't be grinding for him twice in a row. Yeah, my Wolvie's not awakened, and I have debated on using it on him many, many times, and just keep putting it off, because Wolvie's common, right? I've got to be pulling him again soon. Someday. Your awakened ability is Spieling Good. Please, use that gem on him now, Ristic, please. Yeah, they're different. Sig ability, Release the Chicken. That sounds dangerous. Pretty much a guaranteed boss kill right there. Man, you've got a lot of things attached to your signature ability. Sloth memes, Spelling Good, and Release the Chicken. Definitely Release the Chicken's the best part of that one. Clearly the best contender for Labyrinth of Legends. But I don't know, is he as good against the duck? I mean, because I know they're all non-chicken, but the duck is closer to a chicken than anything else. So does he still count as a non-chicken? Telling you, if it's like my battle group, backup means you get to have the boss kill. It's a vote of confidence. Or something like that. With the power of nature, you're never alone. Sig ability, nerfing Brian Grant. No, that's Haitian Sig ability. True, ducks float, which means they're made of wood and therefore a witch. Yeah, making me hungry. No, it's Kahonu like H. That's actually not my last name, by the way. That's just a gamer tag, one I've used for years. My name is not actually Gran Kahonu. My secret identity is secret. But I'll tell you guys, it's Bruce Wayne. Release the Brahma chicken. Release the Kraken. My name is Bob. You say release the Kraken. That reminds me, do you guys see... Did you see the new... what was it? Maybe it was probably 7 or 8 years ago, the new Clash of the Titans movie. And have you seen the original Clash of the Titans movie? Your name isn't Nemesis either. I figured that. You're Bruce Wayne too. Nice. Bub. No, I call my son Bub though. Yeah, try Hawkeye rank 3. I was just saying today in my Alliance War. Man, I've been recording my Alliance War this time because, you know, I got to start posting that stuff, right? I recorded the whole thing and then forgot to record this last part, so I'll show you after this series. So, well, I'll just tell you, I'm running the middle right now, middle right, and ran into 455 Juggernaut on middle mini node with maxed, what looked like maxed Mystic Dispersion and maxed Limber, which is a real pain in the butt, chicken jerky. But managed to get him only halfway down with my magic, and who was just about full health when she started, and Storm. And then my alliance mate got him down some more, and he had 20% health left. I still had a little bit of health on Hawkeye, so I went ahead and finished up, healed up Hawkeye and finished him off with Hawkeye. I mean, just over and over and over again, Hawkeye has proven to be my finisher in Alliance War. And I was telling my battle group, I really, I mean, it was nice that I could do Labyrinth with Storm. I don't think Hawkeye could have done Labyrinth. But just his utility in Alliance quests, or Alliance War. I shouldn't talk when I'm trying to fight Spidey. Or try to talk when I'm whatever. He's going to kill me. His utility in Alliance War makes him absolutely worthy of a rank 4. I wish I had taken him to rank 4 instead of Storm. But he's not going now. Not unless they give a rank down ticket. If they give rank down tickets, I would rank down Storm and rank up Hawkeye. Original Clash is better, yeah. So that story, it took my boys to see the new one. They kind of liked it, and I was like, yeah, I did not like it. Did not like this remake. It was bad. So I'm like, all right, you guys, you're going to sit down and you're going to watch the original one and see what this movie's all about. So he sat down and started watching it. He got to the part about, you know, where they're like, he's like, release the Kraken. And, I mean, you could just tell. I mean, it was like acting in front of a green screen. It was bad. Such bad CGI. And it wasn't even CGI. I don't know what they call it back then. And my boys were like, you got to be kidding, Dad. This is terrible. I'm like, this is great. This is a great movie. They didn't appreciate it. Dumb kids. Clash of Clans beat any Clash movie. Oh no, Jonathan Mikado, go watch Clash of the Titans, the original one. Early 80s version, I think it was. Late 70s, early 80s, something like that. Great movie. Cinematography, that's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Hawkeye's Awakened, yeah, man. Signature 60. Gonna attempt Labyrinth with Hawkeye. Good luck against Colossus and Ant-Man. Those are gonna be. I mean, you can get through them. You're gonna, but he's gonna have to spend to get through them. That's gonna be tough. Claymation? No, it wasn't claymation. I think it was a green screen. Stop motion. Could be it too. Second Hawkeye with a 4-star Star-Lord for immunes. Eesh, that 4-star, yeah. Yeah, it's doable. It's just going to cost him some. That 4-star Star-Lord's going to have a really short enrage timer. You have the skill gem, but the allure of GP is... The suspense is killing me. Rather watch the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean. Your children will not be disappointed. We've seen it. We've seen it. Jonathan, you're making me think that you're a product of a younger generation. If you were an old dude like me, then you would appreciate the old movies. and that's part of it, actually. You know, you grow up watching these movies. And so, you know, the movies that you enjoyed when you were a child, they always hold a special place in your heart. Odyssey was a good flick in that genre. Still projecting 4,000 to 5,000 units. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if he's comfortable using that many units to get through it, then yeah, by all means. For me, I just I couldn't justify using that many units on it, so just wait as long as I could. Hawkeye, I think, would be better if for the longer fights. I mean, like if his hemorrhage triggered more than once per fight. It doesn't need to trigger more than once per fight in most fights, but on those fights, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's out. She's done as a feature, so next chance of her, she's going to be in the basic, which is going to not be a high chance of getting her right. I mean, if you think about it, though, just as much chance. Actually, there'll be more of a chance to get her from a 5-star than there will be from a 4-star, because there's more 4-stars. But you're going to have more chances of popping 4-star crystals than 5-star crystals. So yeah, I don't know how that all balances out. Wakefield Gamer going for Gwenpool, 1.8 million right now. Nice. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. How much do you plan on putting up, Wakefield? Are you shooting for 7 million? How many units did you spend with Storm? Only about 800. And some of that was because I forgot that I had about 900 of the free crystals for potions. And then I did have some help with the stream. If I didn't have any help with the stream, I probably would have had to purchase about 50 revives. So I used more than double the revives that I intended to use. Just because she was not as strong as I had hoped she would be. And I made more mistakes than I had hoped that I would make. But I guess you can add that up or multiply that out and see about how many units that would have been if I had to use units to get them. So the crystals now are coming soon. Yeah, she's coming soon, but you know, eventually all the 4-stars are going to be in the 5-star crystal, right? Except for a handful. And they happen to be most of the ones that they've just nerfed. So Thor, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, they're not going to be in the 5-star crystal. So there will be more champions in the 4-star than in the 5-star. Even after they add all the 5-stars. I'm going to shoot for as much as I can do. Minimum 7. Yeah, my nerves got the best of me more than once on the live stream on that, and then still just trying to keep up with the chat and focus on the game. Just made some dumb mistakes, but you know, it's in the past, got it done, and I'm happy with it. So what do you get if you make another run? You get 5 levels on one of the Realm of Legends champions, and you get 5 5-star generic signature stones. I think, is it 5 or 10? However many you got from that symbioid on the first run, you'll get that again. But as far as like big rewards, you won't get any until you won't get big rewards until you 100% it. 5-star Wolvie, right? He's not going to be in there either. But X23 will be. Should be nice. Isolina's still hanging about here. Good to see it. It happens. Yeah. More than I like it to. Life's going to be so much easier with a 455 Stark Spidey compared to 4-star SL. Looking forward to it, yeah. Did you awaken him? Or you just pulled one? Oh, I just noticed her souls on her sword, whatever that's called. Is that a different color? Didn't there used to be a different color? Or I'm just completely losing it for some reason. Well, I understand if you don't want to live stream that, Nemesis, but I would love to see that if you did, though, and see how he does. If you don't live stream it, at least record it and post some videos. Yeah, it was a different color. Yeah, I thought it was. It's yeah, but you see it and you're like, was it? Was it? Yeah, I don't know. Like, staring at this thing every day for 2 years, you'd think I would know what color it was. Just it seemed off. Used to be red, yeah. Didn't awaken him yet. He's still great, unduped. Yeah, but over the course of a long fight, that extra crit is, even if it's just a little amount, it's going to be huge. Actually, a critical part of the last update. It's the glue that holds the game together. Well, man, I'm glad they got it then. So I don't know if you guys saw Invincible's latest video. He was at Star-Lord against Red Hulk in Labyrinth, and he was intercepting using light attacks, which my intercept really, where I get in trouble with the intercept is using those heavy attack or the medium attacks to intercept, and if they're not coming at you, you're already committed, you're going to get smacked. So he was intercepting with light attacks. That way, if they're not coming at you, you're not dashing forward, you don't get hit as long as you time them right. So I'm trying to practice on that, but it's a little tricky because it's not as quick of an action as just swiping with the same finger that you evaded with. Would record videos for sure. Can play whenever. Yeah. Shakira. I know the name, I'm sure I've heard her songs, but she's not one I ever really got into. See, like that, dash forward and you get hit because he's doing it. But that way, just do it with a medium attack, so it's so it's 3 lights. Still not quite there. 3 lights and 2 medium. So instead of medium, light, 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 medium, it's light, 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 medium, medium for a 5-hit combo after the intercept. So that's tricky to change up your combo style. For some reason I'm not able to do the quick drop parry style evade anymore. I've been having a lot of trouble with the parry since 14.0. And every time there's an update I do, and at every time when I do have the problem I think it's just me messing up. And then other people start commenting. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not the only one that's missing parries left and right. Thank you, Wakefield. I hope I get her too. I want to get her to rank 5. Oh, don't do that, Wakefield. As much as I understand the frustration. Oh, the intercept, yeah. I can do well for the intercept, but as long as they're charging at me, but I still have a habit of trying to intercept when they're not charging, and then I get in trouble. It's hard for me to time that. I mean, because you've got to have just lightning quick reflexes to know they're charging or they're not charging. Sometimes you're just left standing there for a fist to the face. Yeah. That's my favorite kind of fist. Past bedtime, 2 p.m. Let's see, you're 13 hours ahead of me, man. Four hits on a block when opponents are blocking. Dash back, dash in, intercept isn't working anymore. Yeah, it's... what I was doing Labyrinth, I found that on the first few combos, for me, I mean, like when Joel was doing it, I was watching him, and he was like getting it every time. But when I went in, this first few combos, I could not do the dash back intercept because they wouldn't cooperate. They wouldn't dash in after me. So I'd have to get a few combos in first, and then start doing that, and it seemed to work better. Heading to bed. Nice catching up with you guys. All right, T. Ricky, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you again. Thanks, Nemesis. Yeah, I'm sure Chicken's probably in bed already, too. If I'm lucky, I might not get Gwenpool and die from sleep deprivation. Yeah, the things we do for this game. Oh, yeah, CJ's still awake. I'm surprised, man. Only 11:02 where you're at. You're West Coast. I think my 4 stars should be about refreshing by now. CJ, what are you at on your score? Since you're not going for Gwenpool, are you going? I assume you're not going for Gwenpool since yours is Awaken. Are you doing Miles Morales? I still got 26 minutes for the 4 stars. I still won't make it through the 3 stars. We're good. San Diego, America's finest city. I've never been there. I'd love to be there. I'd love to go visit San Diego someday, though. Don't understand the 4-star pulls. Got Gamora, one of the first champs, never duped. Just got her twice in 2 weeks. I pulled 2 Daredevils today. One of each. Don't know which city is... Oh, New York. Yeah. Suppose that depends on whether you like... what kind of city you like and what kind of weather you like. Yeah, I've heard that about LA. I have been in California one time. Up in San Francisco. For a couple of days. Take a private jet. Well, I'm going to keep grinding. I'd love for you guys to continue to hang out with me, but fair warning, I'm getting tired. I may not be very entertaining. Of course, that assumes I was entertaining before, when I'm not tired, but whatever. Live in New York, but leave before it makes you too hard. Live in Cali once, but leaves before it makes you soft. You'll have to explain that one to me in the private chat, CJ. As a Midwestern boy, I don't know, I'm not even Midwestern technically. That's like Chicago area. Kind of a southern, south central, I don't know, Texas and Kansas. Maybe that's the East Coast thing. East Coast, West Coast. More tired, I trust you, man. You have ADHD, so I can be fun 24/7. Are you not entertained? There we go. Haitian was quoting a movie. What is that from? Haitian, I'm just drawing a blank. I know the quote. I know you're quoting. I just can't recall what it's from. Just completely drawn a blank on it. Is that Bane? Gladiator, yep, okay, yep. See, I knew it was one that I should have known. I should have known that. You must have heard Bonds Lerman always written. No, man, you lost me. CJ's a linebacker for the New York Giants, or so that's what I used to tell my former alliance. YouTube it, YouTuber. Alright. Is this safe for work? I work at home in the privacy of my own home, but is it safe for work? Everybody's free to wear sunscreen. Alright, I got it pulled up. I'll watch it later. Staying with my Chargers until Antonio Gates leaves. Yeah, he's a good player. Football is awesome. Can't choose just one team anymore. I can. No, no Giants. No Giants here. We're a divided household. I'm in Kansas, and my wife roots for the Chiefs. I myself like the Green Bay Packers. Grew up in a Dallas Cowboys household. Words of wisdom, something you hear when we were youths, but didn't believe. At my age, that doesn't exactly narrow it down. There's a whole lot of things I'm sure that I heard as a teenager that I didn't believe. But yeah, I'll watch it. All your friends. Oh, I see how it is, CJ. Apparently, I'm not a friend of CJ. Yeah, I just yeah, that was part of my teenage rebellious streak. You know, because I grew up in a Cowboys household, I determined I would not be a Cowboys fan, and that was early '90s, and started rooting for the Packers. That was back when the Cowboys were winning all those Super Bowls with Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. Would prefer to watch Green Bay, yeah. High-speed Cowboys fan. Chiefs, aren't they old? They're like one of the first teams in the NFL, but they were the Texans. They used to be the Dallas Texans or something like that before they moved to Kansas City. And that was years and years ago. Michael Irvin, yeah. You must be young, Wakefield, if you don't remember the Cowboys winning. How many pursuit? How many did they win? Like five Super Bowls in a matter of 7 years or something like that. Or was it 4? The Cowboys were the New England Patriots of the early 90s. Yeah, I mean, it helped that shortly after I started watching the Packers, you know, Brett Favre started playing, so that really solidified things there. He was fun to watch. Cincinnati, yeah. Just think back the glory days of the Bengals back when Boomer Esiason was the quarterback. Speaking a foreign language to a lot of the any younger tykes in the stream, showing my age. 17, yeah. Last I heard, Giants won every Super Bowl. Do you watch football? 3 out of 4 years. Ah, they won. Didn't they come? Didn't they win a 4th one? I thought it was more than 3. But yeah, you're probably right though. I just remember it was multiple. This new Spidey's going to be really nice against these Mordos in Alliance War. Oh yeah, bandana Deion Sanders. Yeah, moved from 49ers to the Cowboys. Wasn't it, didn't he play for the 49ers with Jerry Rice and Joe Montana for a while before going down to Dallas? Yeah, I remember the first football games I remember watching when I was a kid was probably, I mean, I watched a lot of John Elway and Joe Montana. Never been a Broncos fan, but I did feel sorry for John Elway. He had back-to-back Super Bowls in the 80s and lost both of them. One of your darkest times. Steelers #1, Cowboys 1-3. Yeah. Steelers #1. What's up with Big Ben? Is he going to play this year? 93, 94, 96. All right, yeah, I don't doubt you. For some reason I had the number 4 stuck in my head. Hey, you're welcome, Wakefield. No problem. I did find it funny that Eli won the Super Bowl before his big brother did, though. Leon Lett. Oh man, now you're going. Now you're digging deep. Deion Sanders played baseball. He played for another football team though too. Yeah, Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson was a big deal back then too, playing both sports. Michael Jordan played some baseball for a bit too in the minor leagues. Joe Montana talking football on Sega Genesis was awesome. Yeah, you remember that, when was it? I can't remember what year it was, but it was after when he retired from the Niners. He went to Kansas City, but somewhere in that time period, I think about when he left San Francisco, there was a town in Montana that changed its name to Joe Montana. You owe me $50. I said Joe Montana. All right, so I'm not a New England Patriots fan, but didn't they just take the record for Super Bowls from the Steelers? Sanders played for the Dirty Birds. Why was I thinking California? San Francisco, yeah. That was close. All right, have a good night or afternoon. Get some sleep, Wakefield. Yeah, Jerry Rice, greatest, arguably the greatest of all time. Statistically, I believe still the greatest of all time. That Montana-Rice connection was something else. Has anybody even come close to his record for most receptions, and I think touchdown receptions too. Bite your... I assume you mean bite your tongue. Believe me, I'd rather have the Steelers hold the title than the Patriots. I'm not a Patriots fan. Steelers still had it by one. Well, what was the record that they just won, though? Was it most Super Bowl wins by a quarterback? I know that they just broke some record with their latest Super Bowl win. My brother-in-law, he used to be a Rams fan, and then he changed to be a fan of anybody who's playing the New England Patriots. So I hear everything. Most of my knowledge of the Patriots comes from him because he's like the biggest Patriots hater that I probably will ever meet. But they beat some record. Chris Carter, yeah, he was fun. That was a really good team that Minnesota had when they had Chris Carter and Randy Moss both. I think Randy Moss got more publicity, but I think Chris Carter was probably the better player. I might be in the minority there, but I liked him. Reggie White. Yeah, I know Reggie White. Not too happy with Reggie White. As a Packers fan, I'm not allowed to be happy with Reggie White. Every catch is now a celebration. Yeah, it's showmanship, showboating. Maybe appearances? He was a Rams fan because he liked Kurt Warner. I think he was a Rams fan before then, but that solidified for him. He really liked Kurt Warner. I honestly have not watched much football the last couple years. Kind of made it a point to not watch, because I found that it tends to ruin my entire day when the Packers lose. I'm like, I should not be in this bad of a mood for over a football game. A couple years ago, well, it was more than a couple, probably must have been 5 or 6 years ago. The Packers were they played Kansas City in Kansas City right around Christmas, which never happens. I mean, it's very, very rare that those teams play together or play one another. And so we got tickets for the game, brought the 3 older kids to the game, and my wife and I both previously been married, so I've two of my kids are Packers fans, and her son is a Chiefs fan. And so the 3 of us all decked out in Packers stuff, and she and her son decked out in Chiefs stuff. And it was the year that they lost. They fired their quarterback, and they brought in a new guy for just like the end of the season, last couple of games. The Packers were undefeated. The Chiefs had a terrible season, so we went into it knowing that the Packers were going to crush the Chiefs. I was excited because it's the first time I've got to see them actually play live in a stadium, and they lost to the Chiefs. It was so bad. That was a bad ride home. My wife and my stepson were gloating the entire way. Yeah, Warner was great. That was a very good team. Amazing. He was a very good quarterback. Longish flat top mullet. Yeah, of course, man. Larry Fitzgerald must win a Super Bowl. The almost divorced story. No, it wasn't that bad. Not quite that bad. Pit 316. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Ristic Savage, I is lurking. Got another Steelers fan in the house. No problem, man. No problem. I don't have anything against the Steelers. Of course, before Big Ben, the best thing about the Steelers I thought was Jerome Bettis, the bus. He was fun. Fun to watch. All about them Dolphins. Mordivore Dementia. What's up? It's the first time I've seen you in the chat. Welcome. What are the Dolphins doing these days? I liked watching Dan Marino. Probably the best quarterback never to win a Super Bowl. Also the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl. But that was a long time ago. Phillip Rivers needs to also win a Super Bowl. I don't know. Numbers he puts up insane. Is he that good? I guess I haven't been paying attention to him the last few years. I just always thought he was above average. Sorry, man. I don't mean to offend your team. Just haven't been in the loop the last couple years. John Doe grinding for Gwenpool 2. What kind of cutoff we're talking about? We are talking about a very high cutoff. She's going to be up there with Voodoo and Hyperion, so I could see the cutoff 6+. I plan on doing between 7 and 8 myself. Hopefully Dave's emphasis to get in the pool will have some impact on the cutoff, though, and it won't be so high. Alongside Gates, the man, and yeah, one touchdown away from breaking Tony Gonzalez all-time tie. Really? Is he that close? Tony Gonzalez played here in Kansas City. Well, I say here, I'm not in Kansas City, but he played in Kansas City for quite a while before going over to the Falcons. Hey, look, there's a 4-star. Coming back around. Dolphins are probably just chilling with Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Well, that's cool. It's cool that he's going to break that record. All right, what you guys at? If you're grinding, how much you've put up? I'm almost 1.25, so that's started going on 2.5 hours. And the 4 stars are coming around. I'm going to keep doing 3 stars for a few minutes so that I'm not waiting on 4 stars between matches. $75,000 and $750,000. Telling you, CJ, if you don't have, well, you've got, you haven't run your, never mind. I won't even say it because I don't want to upset you. Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't mind spending the units, I mean, you should try this full-on offensive mastery setup. It really does speed things up. I mean, you take 10 hits off every fight. It makes a huge difference. And then I say that and get beat up by Mordo. $1.5 million, $1.6 million, nice. So I need to get 2.5 million by tomorrow, noon Central. So that is 10 hours, 10.5 hours from now. And that will put me on pace. It's definitely doable. So about 2.5 million a day, put at 7.5 million, that should be well more than enough. And put up a respectable score in arena combat too. Just getting arena points, yeah. Yeah, if you get the milestones, just get the milestones, that's going to be more than enough. I mean, if you do the feature and the basic milestones, that would be more than enough to get the minimum. Unless you just use 5 stars to get the milestones in the feature, then that probably wouldn't be enough. Do one more round of 3 stars, and then go burn off my energy in Alliance Quest and come back and hit the 4 stars. Another bad thing about this mastery setup, if you do mess up, it's very unforgiving. Hit the fridge. Grab me something too if you would. Getting hungry. Need some late night binging. Halfway to the points. Yeah, I think I'll go check the points, see where we're at. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit all the milestones. Jonathan Mikado, fridge abuse. No, not quite. 200,000. Yeah, I'm almost there. 900 more for the minimum. Yeah, we passed that easy. Science Arena Battle, nice. Snag those up. Hero use, almost there. And Spider-Verse almost done. It's just me, or Phoenix gotten better after update? Seemed stronger, getting better using her. I haven't noticed anything different with her. Maybe yeah, you're just getting better using her, maybe? Yeah, man. I like vision. If I had made any mistakes, though, I would have been in trouble because I've got no defensive masteries. So, and couldn't use any specials because of the recoil. But double immunity is very nice when you're doing this arena grind. Just go in and do your thing in Alliance Quest. Don't make any mistakes and don't use anything but a special 3, and you're good to go. Is there a parry bug? If you're talking about the parry timing, then I've noticed it's a little bit off. But that seems to be a regular thing. Anytime there's an update, it's like it goes back and forth. There's like just a fraction of a second difference in the timing of the parry. Nine hits. That's what I'm talking about. 9 hits. And done. Does it matter which opponent you choose in Arena? Does more might opponent give more point? I don't know. The higher your PI is, does affect it, and the higher your opponent PI is, affects it. For the series. So like if you're fighting a 455 5-star, you're going to get more points than if you're fighting a 235 5-star. But as far as like picking which opponent in the series, I don't know that it does. I used to think that if you get the class advantage, you get more points, but I saw somebody somewhere today or yesterday said that they thought it was actually less. I don't know how you would prove that. I've thought about it. You'd have to get very lucky in getting the same matchup in several. So like I would have to be matched up with this guy CP with this same team in a future arena fight. And his all being the same rank, same signature level, and compare those two scores, which would also require me to actually keep track of what my score was. So, yeah, short answer, I don't know. For as much as you're grinding, even if it does make a difference, it's not going to be a huge difference. So, I just usually go for what I think is going to be a good matchup. Time to lean back in the chair. That was the greatest I don't know answer everyone. Ask CJ. I'm good at those. $1.8 now. Nice, Alan. Are you using boosts? "20 minutes later, maybe?" Yep, exactly. He knows me well. Yeah, I've not used any boosts yet. I will if I get close and think I need some more. If I hit Saturday and have no time to grind, then I'll probably just stop. But Welcome to the 5-Star Colossus camp. Well, thank you, sir. I'd say it's good to be here, but I'm not sure that it is yet. Six, 5, 54 stars. So you're recharging those 4 stars? Boosting up those 4 stars and recharging them? Rocky Road, man, you're making me hungry. Gonna go have to raid the fridge myself when I'm done here. Have a grand total of 0 554 stars, so you win. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good and hold on to my units. I need to be prepared when and if I ever do awaken Star-Lord, get back in the Labyrinth. But I don't know, maybe I'll save myself a whole bunch of units and resources. Oh, come on. There we go. Maybe I'll save myself a whole bunch of resources and units on Labyrinth by not duping him until I'm done completely with Act 5.4 and have Tier 5 basic catalyst take him to rank 5. 565 5-star. How many units do I have? About 2,200 right now. But I'm a notoriously bad saver. I don't save very well. I tell myself I'm going to, and then I go on a binge. Buy a bunch of crystals that I know I shouldn't be buying. Seaton's videos exposing hacked accounts is hilarious. Yeah, I don't know how I felt about that. I mean, I agree that it's a problem. But calling people out, I don't know. Not something I would have done. Yeah, my first thing was I was watching on my phone and it wasn't focusing very well. I'm like, a couple of those look like they might have been, you know, maybe they sold champions, but then going back and looking at it, it's like summoner level 48 or something like that. Then yeah, I mean, I guess I can see that, but did the video need to be made? Yeah, I don't know. But that's what he does. I mean, he makes videos, and that was low-hanging fruit, I think. Not to say that he always takes low-hanging fruit. That's not what I meant. I just meant that he makes videos, and that was a good easy video to make. So might as well. For me, I think if I was going to call somebody out, I'd have to be 100% sure, you know, and not I'm pretty sure that this person is most likely, you know, doing this, you know, so if there's a slight chance that they're not, that would be a pretty, yeah, pretty bad thing to do. Telling me to check line right now? Oh, bottom line. Sorry, see, I told you I'm getting tired. You said bottom line. I saw line because it shows up on my screen as bottom, and then underneath that it says line dot 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 maybe. I thought you were telling me to check the line app. Like, what am I checking here? Surprised, thought the names are gonna be blurred out. Yeah, I would think so too, but. Brits don't hold back on cheaters and hackers. Fair enough. Yeah, it counts. Of course it counts. Yeah, I failed at the first mini. I took Ultron in against that Rhino and just got really unlucky with the bleeds. Couldn't get any bleeds in. Timer was going to expire, had him just under half. Timer was going to expire. I fired off my first special right as I thought the timer was expiring. No, it finished with 1 second left on the clock, and he threw a third special and killed me. Like, okay, yeah, bad choice. Maybe he's super salty towards it because MCOC is the air his channel breathes. Yeah. Sure. Do you play shooter game? Call of Duty Battlefield? No. I played Call of Duty with the boys before. They're both out of the house now, so don't play video games with them anymore. But this is the only video game that I play at the moment. To be honest, I never got too much into Call of Duty. I enjoyed Halo more than Call of Duty. Until they made Halo like Call of Duty, and then the boys and I started calling it Halo Duty. Linked with poison. Who'd you bring? Joe Fix-It? Gwenpool. Now I think you're just jerking my chain. 1.5. Oh, that's how dead he was. Oh, gotcha. Way to snipe that boss, though. Call of Duty is poison now. Only good Halo 343 Industries has made so far as Halo Wars 2. Never played Halo Wars. I just played the Halo, the regular Halo. Yeah, what is Bungie doing these days? Aren't they still making games? I know they sold Halo, the Halo franchise, and then they started making another game. Supposed to be really good, and then I never really heard anything more of it. Maybe because I never played it. Look at BG1, alright. I did see an announcement though the other day. 343 has announced that they are making all of the Halo games compatible with the new Xbox systems now. Oh, was this guy, did he have an outgoing poison or something? There's chicken jerk you got. Nice, Gwenpool. And the Wolvies. Father and daughter. Destiny, right. So they are still making it. Destiny 2's coming out. Oh, you were telling me to look because I didn't believe you on Gwenpool. Gotcha. No jerking of chains allowed. Oh, come on, Ristic. I thought you of all people would appreciate that. Never played it. Heard it got repetitive really quick. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Halo was kind of like a fluke hit, wasn't it? Was that something they did? That it was one of the first Xbox games that nobody anticipated it getting as big as it did. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Probably have played more Halo than any other video game I'd ever played until this game. But I enjoyed the progression in those. Some of the things, I mean, I know why they changed some things from game to game, but still missed it. Like Halo 2 was really good. I mean, they had a lot of mods for that game. A lot of, you could do like, they call them super jumps, where you could, I mean, there's just like glitches in the gameplay where you could do certain things, jump at a certain place on the map, and it would like shoot you up on the top of an inaccessible building and things like that. And then snipe, you know, the sniper rifles, you could pretty much use those as like battle rifles. Strafe and sweep on the sniper rifles. Got pretty good at that. And then Halo 3 came out and they changed that dynamic, so never quite was as good at sniping after that. But it was fun. I only had one. What did they call it when you had at least 25 kills and 0 deaths in a arena? Did they call it arena? I don't even know what they call it anymore because I play this stupid arena so much. The player versus player, the SWAT game mode there. Stopped playing Halo since they stopped making it for the PC. Not a console shooter type. Yeah, I've never got into PC games. I just grew up playing games on the TV, so that's just what I've done. Remember when I was a kid, my dad playing Atari on the TV. Halo 2, Halo Reach, on par with each other and being the best. Have the Anniversary Collection, remaster the graphics, nice. I've probably told this story before, but what is the first one? What was it? I'm trying to think if it must have been Halo. It was either Halo 2 or Halo 3, but we were playing, my son and I were just messing around. My two sons and I. We were playing against each other on one of the maps there, and he was up in a Banshee, and I had a rocket launcher, and I shot down his Banshee with a rocket launcher, so I got a kill. And he respawned on the map, and the Banshee debris fell right on top of him as he spawned and killed him, so I got a double kill on him with one rocket blast. It was pretty cool. We had that saved on the old Xbox. I lost all that cool video footage from the Halo when we had to replace the Xbox. $1.6. Gotta hit 2 million. Best part of Halo was the storyline. Yeah, they did really well on the storyline. I liked it. Random hilarious deaths. Yeah. Probably right up there with that one was a sniper match, and this was Halo 3 because it was on Pit Stop. The map was called Pit Stop, and right at the start of the match, I come around the corner and fire off to try to take out one guy, and as I fire at this guy, he's standing clear across the map. One of his teammates comes this way, and the other teammate comes this way, and I got a triple kill. So you've seen the Deadpool, you know, at the beginning of the Deadpool movie where he does that shot that way. But it's yeah, I got that. I did that shot before Deadpool did it. Throw all Science Stones on 4-star Quake. If she's not at Signature 79 yet, I would. That's what I've done with mine. Well, that's what I'm doing with mine. She's not quite at 79 yet. Never forgive 343 Industries for making Cortana a villain, only giving us 3 missions on Master Chief. I haven't played Halo 5. I think Halo 4 was the last one I played. Because Halo 5 was for the Xbox One, right? I never did get an Xbox One. Still sitting on the 360. Too late to say spoiler? No, because I probably won't ever play Halo 5. I think I've heard it. My boys have played Halo 5. So I'm pretty sure they've told me all about it. Sense a nerf on Hyperion in the future. He's too OP and fun to play with. I hope not. I hope not. But if there is, it'll probably happen before I get mine awakened. Running Moon Man. This is the guy I'm playing here. Running Moon Man. I got about 300,000 to go. I'll stop either at 2 million or until I get when I get done with the 4 stars. I'm not going to start on the 3 stars again. Who has been the most disappointing champ you've ever grinded for in Arena? Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot. As far as feature grinds, I've only done the ones that I knew I wanted or needed. So before the 12.0 changes, the only 3 that I went for were, well, Guillotine was the first, and then because I needed her to finish Maestro. And then I did Colossus. I'm not Colossus. Ugh. Fighting Colossus here. Did Ultron because to go for him just for the shards. But other than that, as far as like a basic champion, I accidentally got Deadpool X-Force. That was probably the most disappointing one, because I didn't want him. Mine was already awakened, didn't need him, didn't want him. I wanted the shards below him, and I got him just by a couple thousand points. Couldn't handle the grind. Yeah, I was just thinking, man, have I been going too long? No, I can't be going too long. Guys, I've only been going for 3 hours. Plenty of people stream longer than that, right? Although this may be the longest I've done. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to hit 2 million with the 4 stars. Maybe 1.9-ish. Still okay. That's almost 2 million in one sitting. I'll take it. Hey, have a good night, Haitian. Thanks for hanging out so long with me. Am I at the end of... Oh no, I've still got more to refresh. I'm like, surely I got more 4 stars than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I've probably still got a dozen left. So yeah, actually that might be enough for 2 million. We'll see. Most disappointing grind has been Winter Soldier in the early days when he was unwanted. Sold him. Yeah, he is decent now. That's a redeeming thing about that. But at least now, if you overshoot, you still get more 5-star shards. It's still bitter. I mean, if you're like a couple hundred 4-star shards away from a 4-star crystal, and then you get the basic, and you get 1 signature level on a champion that's already duped, and you don't even don't care about. But What I find humorous, I mean, I know the scores also have gone up because people have bigger rosters, but I remember doing 6 million for, let's see, what did I do? 4.2 million for Guillotine back in the day, and 6 million for Crossbones. Now we're talking 6+ million in the new system that's supposed to reduce the grind. Started like Winter Soldier, run Deep Wounds, Master and all. Oh, yeah. Like I said, Deep Wounds makes most bleed champions much, much better. I say most because there are a few that are just still I don't care for. Well, that was bad. Tell you're getting tired when you lose a match to War Machine. Yeah, if he hits you with it, that L2 can be mean. He didn't hit me with the special, though. He just hit me with his fists, so it was just bad. My parry was off entirely off that whole fight. Iceman reminds you of Frozone? Yeah. I'm wondering. I'm guessing that Frozone was probably based off of Iceman, but I hadn't made that association before. Thanks for bringing it up. That's funny. Oh, what's going on here? Catching up on the 4 stars. Hurry up and refresh. What we got here? 45 seconds. I have to use a few 3 stars. Oops, used a 220. Should be okay still. Where is my super suit? That's what I haven't seen in a while either. Used to watch that quite a bit when my oldest kids were younger. Personally, I liked Bomb Voyage. Greatest villain name ever. One of these days I'm going to get that L1 down. 150,000 to go. I'm going to try to get it out to see Spider-Man this weekend. Have to grind 12,000 more. 12,000 battle chips before bed? Yikes, that's a lot of grinding. 12,000 battle chips, right? Because it takes... How many rounds does it take to get 1,000? I should know that. Always evade cables first, but well, you're doing better than I am, Jonathan. I know how to do it, but I don't always do it successfully. It's weird that your donations are due today or now. My alliances I've been have always been like Saturday or Sunday. Actually, I think for Loki may be Friday. I don't know. I always put mine in on Sunday, so that hasn't affected me. Yeah, milestones help. You don't think the Homecoming movie is all that great? Preferred supernatural villain over human one for some reason. Interesting. You're the first person that I've seen say give negative feedback on it, or say that you didn't prefer it. "53 seconds. Wow, look at this. This is the first time I think I've ever had this. I have a total of 10 champions that are not waiting to be refreshed, and 4 of them I couldn't use in arena anyway. So I don't usually run the 3 stars. So to have all of my 3 stars also being out, rare indeed. Not sure it's been like that since the join never really asked. Yeah. As long as it's the same every week, I guess, you know, just the consistency is the important part, but Mysterio needs to be the next Spidey villain. However you spell his name. I think that's how you do it. Yeah, I mean, everybody that I've seen comment, anybody that's been in the stream has commented, they say it's really good. Greatest Marvel movie ever. I've seen a few times. But I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the Marvel movies, and I do like Spider-Man outside of this game. So... Justice League, yeah. I grew up watching DC more than Marvel, so a little disappointed that the Marvel movies have not been better. I mean, they're different type. They're a different kind of movie, and I get that. They're less the comedy type stuff. I mean, they're the dark side of comics, I guess you might say. Which I like, but still seems to be something missing. Maybe that something will come together once they get the Justice League. Part of it, I think. So, like when you think of these Marvel characters, you associate the actors with the characters they play. I mean, so you know who Star-Lord is, you know who Iron Man is, you know who Captain America is, and you associate those actors with those people. When you think Batman, nobody thinks Ben Affleck. I mean, Superman, nobody's going to think whatever his name is. See, I can't even think of his name off the top of my head. So Marvel's just done a really good job of casting those roles and kind of creating a persona around that actor too, where they're just associated right off the bat with that character, even if that actor has played a lot of different roles before, like Robert Downey Jr. Justice League was more hope now after Wonder Woman. Still okay movie. Yeah. Thanks, man. I switched over to a different laptop, and it's really made a big difference. It surprised me because this really is not a top of the line laptop. I didn't think it'd be able to handle all this, but it's definitely doing better than the other one was. So I guess this is what I'll be using for the streams now. Other than that slight hiccup where OBS disconnected earlier, for some strange reason, I don't think we had any problems yet. Any other problems tonight, but thank you. Thank you, Ristic. Kevin Conroy from the animated series. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be close. 68,000. 68,000 to go, and I think 3 more rounds. I should do it. 68,000, 3 rounds. May have to throw a few 3 stars in there just to get that last little bit. 2 million it is. We're gonna hit it. Thanks, High Speed. Appreciate it. I've done 4 million Yeah, I could do 4 million if I start at noon when it starts for me. And you know, by the time I go to bed at night, if I'm at 4 million, usually that's a good thing. It's made a good pace. But to put up 2 million in the last 3 hours is, especially in this arena with no 5 stars, it is definitely something that I don't do often. Well, I thought I had... Where did those 4 stars go? I thought I had more 4 stars coming up. Oh. They must have popped up right as I flipped back over. Not 2 million in a day. 2 million in 3 hours. Well, I guess it is 2 million in a day as well, but... If I had just taken the afternoon and the evening off and just been grinding, I could have just knocked out 6 million today. But it helps when you've got your 3 stars all ranked up and you can just keep running. You cycle through, keep cycling through. If you can stand to play non-stop, totally doable. Which is probably how some of these guys do it. Either account sharing or, you know, here, take my phone and grind arena for me. I need to make my son practice his game a little bit more so I can make him grind arena. So much time wasted in that Spidey arena. Yeah, man, I can't imagine. That's just gut-wrenching hearing about it, and I didn't even grind that arena. Boom. Spider-Gwen almost dead. Knocks out Rhino with an L2. So much time. That Ben Affleck always reminded me of the commercial Affleck. Glad I'm not the only one. 3 hours, amazing. Yeah, I'm all for child labor. No problem. Oh yeah, he asks me all the time if he can play, but yeah, he's only 6 and doesn't quite, not quite skilled enough for me to trust him with my arena grind. Yeah, Affleck was Daredevil too. Yeah, I didn't see that. My wife and I were out of the country. We went to Africa back in February, but we did have some internet, and so we watched some Netflix movies while we were over there, and one of the movies we watched was Electra with Jennifer Garner, and the best part of that movie was Jennifer Garner. But maybe you could grind 8 million in a day. Yeah, maybe. Just not, well, I don't know. Maybe. Done with the 4 stars, and look how close we are to 2 million. 2003. 2003. But look at that. I said it's going to take about 180 fights to get to that 6.5 million. Wasn't too far off. Well, no, that's not right. What am I thinking? 3 times. Oh, that is pretty far off. But that's because I used all those 3 stars. 91 fights. At this rate, that would be 185 fights. But yeah, those 3 stars make a difference. I should have thrown the boost on the 3 stars. Didn't even think of that when I hit him. I'm not going to do it now because I only needed 1 fight. Affleck, big card player in real life. I've heard that about him. No, Jonathan, the best part of the movie was Jennifer Garner. I don't know how old you are, Jonathan, but Jennifer Garner is not an older woman for me, so she's I think she's pretty hot. She is lovely to look at, let's put it that way. How funny would it be if I lost my streak here? Guess he tipped his cocktail waitress and dealer $100,000 each after winning big. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, $100,000 for him is chump change, right? But I'm sure the cocktail waitress and the dealer appreciated that. Is that against the casino rules though to tip the dealer that much? I don't know. Seen the movie, she's beautiful. She's more of the weapon than yeah. I liked her in Alias better. I don't think the movie was her best acting. Jarrett Colombino, what's up, man? Who should I awaken first if I get a Mystic Awakening gem? Scarlet Witch, Ghost Rider. Eesh. That's I'm a fan of Ghost Rider at this point. Ghost Rider is really good, even unawakened, but he's even better awakened. His signature ability only needs to be at signature 1 also. And Scarlet Witch needs to be up there to really be effective. So if you're gonna use one, if those are your only 2 options, I would say use it on Ghost Rider. If you don't need to use it right away, then I would say hold on to it maybe for Voodoo. Yeah, no idea. I'm not much of a gambler myself. I've only been to a casino a few times. Electric gave up and began advertising the Venture 1 card. Yeah, those are some of my favorite commercials. GR Heal is the best in the game if you use it right. Yeah, it certainly can be, and his Fury at a higher signature level is also one of the best in the game, but he's very versatile. He is excellent for Alliance Quest. Love running him in Alliance Quest. No regrets. I used a signature stone on mine, but he doesn't need to be awakened to be effective, but he is more effective when he is awakened. Alright, 2 million and energy used up in Alliance War. I'm going to pop a few crystals here, although I'm going to be slowing down on this. We've already got the word day one that we need to be slowing down on our crystal openings, because we've already put up quite a bit in Summoner Advancement day one. Got 56, I think, in Summoner Advancement for last week. So got a couple revives, which is nice. Any higher than that, and you chance going into the no revives range. Already have Voodoo Awaken. Also have like 46 stones if I ever go for Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I'd do. If you already use him for AQ, I would do Ghost Rider. Ooh, thought I was going to get that rocket. That would be nice. Mine is not awakened. Oh, I got rocket from Arena too. I forgot about that. Oh, and then it paused on Spider-Gwen there. You know she's got to be coming up as a feature hero, right? Feature champion here in a few arenas. How many points does your alliance get every Summoner Advancement? Well, I'll show you where we are at now and what we got last time. This was my first Summoner Advancement. I was here for the previous one. I didn't get the reward, so I really wasn't paying too much attention on the points. $9,102 5-star shards to go. Let's see, Summoner Advancement. Flash Mastery real quick. Yeah, I will, but it's nothing special right now. Well, it is something special right now. It's completely offense. Everything is an offense except for 5 points in utility, just because I'm wanting to knock out Arena as fast as possible. And don't have anything. I've got double immune in Alliance Quest, so as long as I don't use too many specials, I'm okay there. And I'm done with my Alliance Warpath. So anyway, Summoner Advancement, we're already at 200,000. And we finished last week at 791,000. So we're already over a quarter of the way. In one day, we're over a quarter of the way to where we were finishing last week. But part of that is because we called off crystal openings with several days left last week. Because, like I said, with this, just under 800,000, we placed top 1 to 2%. And we were number 56. And if you get into top 25, you see those these two level 2 Alliance Team revives. That is more valuable than, at this point, I think, than 200 5-star shards and a lesser Ascendant Crystal that you're probably going to get ISO from. So, yeah, that's why I've been trying to do these crystal openings as well. The last couple weeks, probably going to make that a regular thing. Be holding crystals from. Probably open a few more over the next couple days, but they're really going to put a lockdown on it in a couple of days, and then everything I get after that will be saved until next Thursday's crystal openings. Masteries. Right now, utility, 5 points, just the fundamentals, the basics. I need dexterity and a few points in parry. If I don't have at least 3 points in parry, the fights get ridiculous because everybody's got limber. Nothing in defense, and everything else right now in offense. This is what I like to run for Arena when I'm grinding. Makes the fights very, very fast. Usually most fights are over in about 12 to 15 hits, unless I'm tired and mess up. So that's that. Alright guys, well, it is 10 minutes till 3 a.m. here, and past my bedtime, going on 4 hours on this grind. For those of you who have been sticking it out with me here for several hours, I appreciate you hanging around, and look forward to doing this again sometime, but hopefully not quite so long. Anyway, tomorrow night is Friday. At this point, I do plan on streaming at my regular scheduled time, 11 p.m. Central Standard, but I'm also trying to figure out a time to take my daughter to see Spider-Man. If that time happens to work out best tomorrow night, then I may not be streaming. If you want to know one way or the other, you can make sure you're following me on Twitter, and I will be sure to send out a tweet if I'm not going to be streaming with plenty of notice beforehand. Okay. Otherwise, I will catch you guys next time here on the Grand Scheme. Till then, it's Gran Kahonu smoking it down. Thanks.